Hey, this is politics, but Laura, there's a lot going on. And I would say the New World Order is really starting to show itself. Yes, the NWO. It almost sounds like NWA. Okay. But however, there are some videos that I made that talked about some of the stuff that is going on right now. And I was talking about it then. Go back into my video history and you'll see it. You'll see it. And I have to do it in such a way to where I can't come out and say, "Hey, they're doing this." No, I couldn't then, but now I can because they're doing it. So it's a shame that I can't really say what I want to say. I have to speak in ode. I'm so silly. All right, but here, um, right here it says what conservatives will not do. And it's no shade on liberals. No, no, it isn't. It's just I'm just talking about conservatives now. I normally talk about liberals because you all do a lot. Just put it out there. But I saw this video on Instagram and I thought it was quite interesting because what we went through during the lockdown, and it's coming again. They're talking about it coming again. Ouchie Fauci is talking about another lockdown. Our president to start talking about another lockdown. Our vice president is start talking about it, and even Gates of Hell is talking about it as well. Another lockdown. However, people are saying, nope, you did it once, you got us once, you're not going to do it again. And people are really firm on it. I'm not wearing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not picking this, and I am a citizen, and you can't make me. A lot is going to happen, a whole lot. And I feel confident in saying is that there's going to be a government or a governmental overreach on the people. Just watch. You see a governmental, well, check out Gridiron, the Gridiron Club. I did that video a year ago talking about then and what's going on now and where they have it. That is something that you really need to pay attention to. And look up I did a video on the Alfalfa Club. Check that out and how they are related. Just do that. Just do that. I did that about a year ago. Okay. Now this is what this lady says. And there are some people who will agree, and there were some people who disagree. And that is okay. It is okay. That is what makes this country great because we are allowed to agree or agree to disagree.
Not social distancing. I'm not wearing the mask. I'm not getting the vaccine. I'm not living in fear. I'm not eating the bugs. I'm not backing the CBDC. I'm not backing the digital ID. I'm not accepting a chip. I'm not giving up my gas stove. I'm not giving up my guns. I'm not accepting stolen elections. I am not accepting pedophilia as normal. I am not okay with a one world order. Let me be clear. I will never, nor will my family ever, comply.
There you have it. Because we've been through it already. And it was really interesting when the first pandemic happened, you had it was such a big shift. You had gangbangers in the house. They didn't want to get sick, but then you had the people that were non-gangbangers, you would call them pencil pocket carrying nerds out there fighting against, you're not going to take my rights away. I mean, what a switch. It was really interesting. I'm like, oh, okay, we see who the real gangsters are. And they don't carry guns. They carry video cameras. I loved it. It was interesting. It was very, very interesting to watch. But this guy is saying something rather interesting about Florida. So if it's a testing ground for it to be enacted in other states, I'll say it like that. So here he is.
So as a Christian, I just can't sit back and not talk about this stuff. There's a lot of things going on, my friends. And if you're in Florida right now, I don't know if you guys heard, but the port of Tampa, where your gasoline is, it was just mixed with diesel. So they wanted everyone to fill up their gas tanks for this hurricane. They wanted everyone to make sure they had fuel. Well, they didn't tell everyone they mixed diesel in with the gasoline. So I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this just to check where you got gas and to check your vehicles, because a lot of places, 29 companies, 29 gas stations, including all their gas stations, were mixed with diesel. Now, if you guys know what that means, your vehicle ain't going to run very long on diesel, let alone anything else you put that gas in. So what they wanted to do was prevent you from leaving for the hurricane. They wanted to trap people in the middle of the roads. We have a Maui situation in Florida, my friends. I love you. I'm praying for all of you.
Wow. 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 Yeah. And using energy. And I thought it was quite interesting how they're taking the regular gas and the diesel, mixing them together. And like if you go to the gas station and then you have the one pump, right? And then you have um, 89, 92, and 94. And then next you have diesel. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, what if it had, or what if they were mixing it all together? I don't know. It's just something that was going through my head. It wouldn't surprise me if they did that, but for them to do that for a storm or before a storm, say, go get your gas and get on out of Dodge. Wow. Would the United States or would the government be above doing something like that? No. No, they wouldn't be above it. No. The Governor DeSantis? What are you doing, Governor DeSantis? What are you doing?
Santas, I don't know what to say about you, but I have to say, if you want to win the presidential election or even the primaries, I don't know how you're going to do that by putting Tim Scott in the lineup that is doing much better than you.
But there's a lot going on, and those two people are shedding light on what they are seeing, what's going on around them. Now, when I go outside, I see people already wearing masks. They're putting it back on. Pretty soon, there's going to be gloves and, the face gear. Okay, I did go that far. I had. I had the face, I had the plastic stuff over my face. Oh, I got this plastic from Costco, and it goes over my face, it goes over my glasses. And if you were to talk to me, but then here was open. We look back at some of the stuff what we did, and it's a little funny. It was funny. I drank the juice. It was funny. Now, what do we do now? We know what to expect. So we could either go along to get along, or we can be those pocket watcher um, gangsters that are out with the video cameras and just getting in public official spaces. Those are the true gangsters, and I say that in a positive way. Well, on that note, what do you think? Oh, check out some of my older videos to where I'm talking about this stuff. Then I couldn't come out and say it because they're doing it now. So now I can really talk about it. But as I see things coming, I got to say it in a way to where they can't take down my video as they did before. Please like and subscribe. Help me out. I'm trying to get to the a thousand subscribers. But with your help, I'll get there. Thank you.